JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, police seeking help to identify a body. The St. Anne police are seeking the public's assistance in identifying the body of a man that was discovered in York Castle District, St. Anne on Friday. According to a statement from the police, they found documents on the body with the name Linval Kenneth Stewart of Hope Bay in Portland. However, investigators were unable to independently confirm their identity. Anyone with information that can assist may contact the St. Anne Police at 876-972-2209 or the nearest police station. 2 murdered in Whitfield Town. Residents of Galloway Road in Whitfield Town are tight-lipped following Friday's fatal shootings. 51-year-old Julian Stevenson and 28-year-old Kajin Watson died in separate shootings. The Hunts Bay Police say about 11 a.m., loud explosions were heard and Stevens later found suffering from gunshot wounds. Around 7:40 p.m., Watson was standing at the entrance of a bar at the Galloway Mission Roads intersection when he was pounced upon by a gunman. Watson was shot multiple times and was later pronounced dead. Another man was also shot during that incident. The killer reportedly escaped on foot in the area. The injured man was treated at hospital and released. Up to November 20, the St. Andrew South Police Division had recorded 151 murders, a 17.1% increase when compared to the corresponding period in 2020. At that time, there were 129 murders. The division currently leads the nation in murders. St. Andrew South is one of 7 divisions in which a state of public emergency was declared on November 14. Man linked to suspected Manchester abduction arrested. A man believed to have abducted a Manchester woman has been arrested by the Santa Cruz police. His name has not been released. The police say a Remington Ruger 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 18 9mm rounds of ammunition was also seized. The man was arrested on Main Street in Santa Cruz, St. Elizabeth yesterday. The police say about 1:30 p.m., cops on patrol in the area signaled the driver of a silver Audi motor vehicle to stop. The driver reportedly tried to escape but was apprehended by the police. He was searched and the weapon found. The police have not released any information in relation to the suspected abduction. Residents questioning cops' account of deadly shootout in St. Mary. Some residents in Santa Cruz, St. Mary are questioning whether 2 men who were killed in a reported shootout with the police just outside the seaside town on Friday were actually goat thieves. Police in the parish are claiming that 2 goats, which they suspect were stolen, were found in the trunk of the car the men were traveling in at the time of the incident. The deceased were identified as 27-year-old Denroy Hall, otherwise called Jimmy Lee, a vendor, and 27-year-old laborer Jamar Plunkett, otherwise called Boogie Reds, both of Love Lane, Santa Bay. In reacting to the news of the men's death, a resident of the area who claimed that he knew the men said he could not believe the police's account of the incident, which suggested that the men were pre-deal thieves. "Boy, it hard for me believe the part there," said Jimmy Lee and Reds were involved in a goat thief business. "No sir, anybody else but not them," said the man, who asked for his identity to be withheld. "Everybody a question that part of the story, cause them man they have them own things. So why don't I take up goat business? That people like me would I really want an answer to," he said. The Santa Bay resident said he also awaits the completion of the probe by the Independent Commission of Investigations Indicom as he has questions regarding the shooting. He did not wish to disclose those questions. However, he pointed to reports that there was a 3rd man traveling in the vehicle with Henry and Plunkett. Them say a 3rd man escaped. So maybe a him or the goat thief and maybe Jimmy and Reds at the wrong place at the wrong time, the man theorized. Calls placed to a cell phone number of one of Plunkett's relatives went unanswered. Police reports into Friday's incident are that the 2 men were traveling in a car on the Ogualta Vale Main Road just outside Santa Bay at about 2 a.m. when they were signaled to stop by a police team. The driver of the motor vehicle reportedly failed to comply with the instructions and sped off. The police pursued the car until it was stopped. According to the St. Mary police, 3 men alighted from the vehicle and opened gunfire at them. The lawmen reportedly returned the fire, and when the shooting subsided, 2 men were found with gunshot wounds. The 3rd man fled the scene, the police reported. The 2 injured men were assisted to the hospital, where they were pronounced dead. During the processing of the crime scene, 2 illegal guns were reportedly recovered by the police, and the goats were found inside the trunk of the motor vehicle. We need the SOE. While the opposition People's National Party PNP is against the continued use of the state of emergency as a crime-fighting tool, some key figures in Westmoreland which Prime Minister Andrew Holness has dubbed the epicenter of the national crime wave, are disappointed with the expiration of the measure imposed 2 weeks ago. Yesterday, the initial 14-day SOE is implemented in Westmoreland and 6 other police divisions across the island on November 14, elapsed after the opposition failed to throw its support behind the government's push for a 3-month extension in the Senate last Thursday. Superintendent Robert Gordon, the police commander for Westmoreland, is disappointed with the expiration as he believed the SOE would have significantly helped to rein in the feuding gangsters aligned to the Darling Street and Dexter Street gangs who have been churning out murders with alarming regularity. Other cops in the division have also voiced their regret that they would no longer be able to bank on the measure to create the platform needed to collar gangsters. While the SOE has taken on a political overtone, we're not concerned about the politics of it, a police officer who asked not to be named said. We believe the SOE was our best hope to stem the lawlessness, as it would have given us more boots on the ground and the extra resources needed to confront and take down the gangsters. Similarly to the police officers, Westmoreland Custos Artley Perrin thinks it was a huge mistake to end the security measure without first getting a handle on crime in the parish, where at least 10 people have been killed in the last 2 weeks. I'm very disappointed that it has come to such an abrupt end without fulfilling its objectives in terms of reducing the crime and violence that is overwhelming the parish of Westmoreland, said Perrin. When I speak to the police in recent times, apart from asking me to make it known that they need some more money, they have also said they need more resources in terms of manpower. They are tired, and it means that soldiers can come to complement and to offer help to them at this time. With the Christmas season fast approaching, Perrin believes the SOE represented a golden opportunity to bring calm to the parish, especially now that we're approaching the Christmas season, when the business people want to feel secure in their business, when persons want to feel free so that they can go and do their shopping and enjoy their holiday. I don't think that this is a time when we should ease off the accelerator. This is the time we should be stepping on the accelerator to move forward, said Perrin. It is unfortunate. The opposition, their view I respect, and I share some of the views, but my contention is that this is war. The criminals are bringing war. They are killing policemen. They are killing young people and everybody understands that if there's war, there's need for soldiers because soldiers are trained to fight wars, he said. Businessman Moses Chabar, president of the Westmoreland Chamber of Commerce, said that based on past experience, he has reason to believe it would have been much more effective if it had been allowed to stay in place for a longer time. When the SOE is around, violent crime goes down. We have seen that before. All the stats are showing that quite clearly. So it is unfortunate that we're not going to have the SOE now, said Chabar. I believe it would have helped in bringing down the numbers that we're seeing now, moving into the festive season, which people refer to as the crazy season also. The SOE would have helped to keep things under control. However, Chabar seems to support the PNP's position that the SOE by itself cannot address the crime situation, for which Western Jamaica is a national epicenter. In the same breath, I must say that the SOE by itself cannot be a standalone solution. It is just a bandage solution. Other things are needed, and this is something we have been saying for a long time. Overall, we just don't have enough security personnel here, even without the crime situation, he said. Chabar is also aware of the other social issues plaguing the parish, which he believes also require urgent attention. Solving crime is not the first step. Prevention of crime is, he said. With more police and more security forces in place, we would have done a better job because then we'd be able to see things that are happening and would have been able to do something about it. In more instances before things happen, we also need social intervention in much bigger ways. Over recent years, Westmoreland has become a hotbed of criminality with lottery scamming and its attendant violence spilling over from St. James. Also, the steady emergence of criminal gangs has resulted in bitter turf wars, as well armed gangsters seek to gain a stronger hold on the spoils of criminal activities. Since the start of the year, Westmoreland has recorded at least 114 murders. 47 new COVID-19 cases, 3 additional deaths. The Ministry of Health and Wellness reported 47 new COVID-19 cases and 3 deaths on Saturday, November 27, bringing the infection total to 91,169 and total deaths to 2,388. The new cases comprise 30 females and 17 males, with ages ranging from 1 day to 108 years. The cases were recorded in Clarendon 4, Hanover 5, Kingston and St. Andrew 11, St. Anne 1, St. Catherine 6, St. James 7, St. Elizabeth 1, St. Mary 7, Westmoreland 4, and Trelawney 1. The deaths reported occurred between September 5 and November 25, 2021. The deceased are a 74-year-old female from Hanover who died on September 5, 2021, a 68-year-old male from St. Anne who died on November 24, 2021, a 53-year-old female from St. Catherine who died on November 25, 2021. In the meantime, 97 more people recovered in the last 24 hours, bringing total recoveries to 62,444. Currently, 166 people are hospitalized, 24 of which are severely ill, while 9 are critically ill and 26 are moderately ill. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.